So yeah, Bill and Ted was released by Kenner, early 90s, and I just got the Bill and Ted figures and the phone booth. There was a lot of different characters like Rufus and, you know, Abe Lincoln, and yeah, didn't really need to get them. Down here we've got some Mattel Mork and Mindy. So I'd love to get the Mindy figure, the 8-inch version of Mindy. So Mork came upside down with these. He talks. Should probably try that too, but it's a pull ring thing. You don't want the ring to break. And a 3 3/4 in his egg. Brilliant stuff. And then there's V. Who remembers V from the early 80s? And you get that visitor with his fake head, his mask. I think he got a gun as well. See, well, he got a gun, but I think it came. Who did this? LJN. Wow, I didn't know that. I've learned something. LJN did that figure. Go down to Battlestar Galactica. So Mattel also did these. The figures for them. I think all I need is, I've got a couple on card here, so let's have a look. Does not show it. So I've got a Dharma on card, and I've got the Imperious Leader on card, but not in a bubble wrap. Beltar, I think is the character I'm missing. I've got all the others. Trendmasters did these vehicles. There was a Cylon ship and a Viper, Colonial Viper, and such a brilliant job. To get the Mattel vehicles, probably to get them complete could be around $200. So, or even getting these now would be quite expensive. But I picked these up really cheap, like they were in Toys R Us. So I've picked them up to replace those Mattel ones. Maybe one day I'll get the Mattel vehicles. Let's move on to the next cabinet. So we're moving into some Amigo. Well, Amigo did, there's John and Punch from Chips. Yeah, 3 3/4 Chips. Yep, can't pick that up with my fingers. We have some Black Hole, a Disney movie from '79. We've got Maximilian on the left and just the Cyborg on the right. There's probably another 4 or 5 characters to get from the 3 3/4 line. Maybe more. Of course, there's old Bob and Vincent, who are a small fortune. Pay for an arm and leg. We've got the original Amigo Dukes of Hazzard, so Luke, Duke and Bo Duke sitting in their car. And Gabriel released these figures from the 80s. The Legend of the Lone Ranger. There's Tonto and the Lone Ranger in there. So we had them as kids. And there's Wild Bill Hickok. And I think that is... You know, I can't remember. Was it Butch Cassidy? No, Butch Cavendish. So you could buy, yeah, General George Custer as well. We had the horses, like we had Silver and we had Smoke. We didn't have Scout, which was Tonto's horse, but Smoke was black, and you know, Tonto needed a horse, so that's what we used. Let's move down to, well, we've got some more dolls. $6 Million Man. Which boy didn't have $6 Million Man growing up? So I've left him in his, just this case. He came with an orange bar, and he could fit into his hand here, and you'd press the button on his back. I'm not sure if we can see the button on his back. Nah, can't see the button, sorry guys. And you press the button, the orange button on his back, and he would lift that up. Got the Toll Toys, Bionic Woman, Jamie Summers, and I am officially here donating that to Leanne. Should put that in my will. That is yours, because you had that as a little girl and you always talk about it, so that is now hers. These Farrah Fawcett majors. Of course, Farrah Fawcett was doing Charlie's Angels at the time. I'm holding a Fonzie doll as well at the moment, so it's finding it hard to move around. So Farrah Fawcett was a massive star in the 70s, And she was doing that. Lee Majors was doing $6 Million Man. So they were a bit of a power couple from the 70s. I don't know what the equivalent is of today. Of course we've got Fonzie. This is the original one by Amigo, 8-inch version. He doesn't want to stand up, so we're going to lay him down. Let's move on down to 18. We had these figures as these 4 figures we had. They came in a pack with all their accessories. We didn't have the van. The van comes, the lid comes off. Is it going to come off easy? No. And they can sit in there. So that's good toy. Let's move down. Some more. Here's Amigo. So we've got like Love Boat. 6 Love Boat characters. Turn them over and you'll see them. Captain Stu, Bing, Julie, Isaac, Doc, Gopher, and Vicky. So we've got all them and they're in their cases. These protective cases. MASH. 82. So obviously towards the end of MASH they obviously made these, so we've got like a BJ honeycut here. There's Hot Lips. With these characters, so you can see you get a Klinger in the pink dress. That's the only one I'm missing, the Klinger. I've got the other 6. Hawkeye, BJ, Hot Lips, Winchester, Colonel Potter and Father Mulcahy. And obviously, yeah, these were made later on. There was some vehicles. I've never seen these on eBay, to tell you the truth. So they must be really hard to locate those figures. Alright, so that's that shelf. Let's move over now to the cream of the crop. We love Masters of the Universe. That was when I first met Andrew 20 odd years ago. He told me that also about eBay. See, so it's Andrew's fault, eBay. And this is the figure I bought, He-Man. I wanted He-Man. It cost me $49 and he was complete. It's probably overpriced. I'd never dealt with eBay before, so I thought $49 was probably good back in 2000. Anyway, so that was the first He-Man figure and it started from there. So I've just got these set up in this shelving at the back of the room. You can see I've got some in box. I have a thing for Merman. So there's the original Merman there. This is from the this is from the new Merman. Like, you know, they did 2002. They did a new TV show, so that's the Merman from there. Up here is the Classics Merman. They did like from 2008 to this year, 2020. They've stopped making them. This is the one from Super 7. They've just redone. This is Series 3. I'm tempted to get we see it's exactly the way he appeared in the Masters of the Universe cartoon. Underneath he's standing on the original comics, the mini comics that came with the He-Man figures. So these meteor orbs, they came out later, I don't have them, many of them. There's Spider in his box still. Point Dread, Land Shark, Mantisaur. So they're still in their box. These are the good guys. So they're all complete. And they still function. If they've got any gimmicks, like any battle action that works still. These are the bad guys. It's hard to see them in there, but bit of a shame. I need a light in here, maybe some LED lighting, but yeah, it's Champ Clamp back there with Cyclone, Roboto, King Randall. Well, so they're good guys. And there's some bad guys here at the front. Triclops. The Snake Men. Oh wow. King Hiss has fallen down. I'm not going to touch him because he's leaning up against Squeeze's arms. I haven't got a Squeeze weapon. Quite expensive to find a Squeeze with his weapon. The different versions of Skeletor. So he's got his Terror Claws, and we've got Battle Armor, we've got his Ghost, Scare Glow, we've got Dragon Blast. There's more bad dudes. There's Faker in the back. From the movies, Saw Rod and Blade. Back. Trapjaw. Should bring Trapjaw to the front. He was quite a well-known character. And the Rock ones. Rock On and I can't remember the other one. The Horde. So recently my Hordak broke. I've got to fix him. There's Mosquito with his blood. Actually, let's see if Mosquito's blood still works. So you pump, he's got a button at the back here. And we pump that. Oh, yeah, sweet. It still works. 1986 that was released. And it still is working. It's amazing. We've got Zor in the box and Screech. Bashosaurus. So we've got Tyrantosaurus. He's not complete Tyrantosaurus. There's a Turbodactyl as well I need to get. So I've got most of the vehicles. Stridor and Night Stalker. These ones here, this is the new ones I was talking about from the 2002 Master Universe. So I've got the He-Man and Skeletor, so I've got them. I've got their Castle Grayskull. I've never opened the Castle Grayskull, I just, yeah.
Goodies, goody, goody, yum, yum.